I left somewhere, ECW or something, and Kendall Nagasaki wanted me to wrestle. They wanted me to wrestle in these Big Japan. And I said, okay, I'll do it, but no death matches. When I came over there, every match was a death match. So I said I wasn't going to do it. So I ended up wrestling Tajiri every night in the first match. And I never wrestled for him again because I was mad.
Yeah.
Because every night they had me in a death match. And I said, no, not having a death match for no reason. You know, maybe I get mad at you because you put me in death matches. Then we have a death match.
You've got to progress, though.
Well, yeah, you don't start out that way. Fuck. And I was trying to get away from it at that time. I was done with New Japan, and I didn't really want to go back to. My heart was with FMW, but I didn't want to wrestle that style again.
Yeah.
Or more.
How come was it just like just terrible?
Because no, it's unsanitary. All the scratches and shit you get all the time, and everybody wants to bleed, and it takes no effort or skill to bleed. It takes no effort or skill to bash somebody with a chair. Because back there you didn't work it. You hit them as hard as you could with a chair. If you didn't block it, that was your own fault. But you blocked them. You know. But it took no skill to slam somebody, to let somebody slam you with a chair. That was, I didn't want that no more.
Do you know, it's funny you mention that, because I sort of wonder, especially with FMW or ECW or wherever, and it's unsanitary, as you say, how come more people didn't catch like AIDS or?
Yeah, I don't know. Especially with the light tubes.
Yeah.
That gives good juice, but everybody's bleeding on each other. I didn't like it. I don't like thumbtacks, because I don't want a thumbtack sticking you and stick me. Barbed wire is a little different because I hit that barbed wire. Don't you hit it? You hit another piece. Yeah. I try to pay attention to that. I'm not as unsanitary as people may think, and it cringes me when I see guys exchanging blood, especially if they're standing over somebody and they're bleeding down on them, and or they lick it or something. I can't stand that. That means nothing to me.
Oh, they did that recently in AEW, didn't they? Somebody?
They painted something on. No. Jerry Lynn did that. I seen an old thing. He took the guy's blood and painted himself. Like that. That's not like Jerry, but I'm sure someone told him to do it. I would have done it.
No.
And let's be honest.
There was someone in AEW.
But I almost refuse to do thumbtack matches because it's unsanitary, and usually the guy who wants to do the thumbtacks are the guy that takes them. So it always gets turned on him where he takes them. So I don't want to be the guy that takes them, or get poked with one and poke him.
Yeah. But you do it if it's like, that's a good idea for you.
Right. Exactly.
Someone told me yesterday, it's like, I don't like doing thumbtack matches because they end up in your boots for months on end.
That too. It becomes like a sheet of steel under your boots if you don't take them off.